welcome back to the Anchor Media channel. We are the #1 company for monetizing podcasts. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss when we post another video. So today's video, I want to tell you how easy it is to incorporate video into your podcast strategy. Now, audio and video, as far as content formats, are really neck and neck as far as which one is the top. And actually, research has shown that a lot of podcast consumers are specifically now starting to listen with friends and with groups. And so what that tells me is that they're putting it on their TVs and watching it on YouTube or whatever platform they choose to. But now it's more so of a conversational experience that people are having with other people outside of it podcasting just being something that they're listening to at home. And so now it's more important than ever for you to start incorporating video into your strategy. Also on places like YouTube is a search engine. And so if you utilize video and you put it onto this platform and you make it SEO optimized, you're opening yourself up to the opportunity to acquire new listeners and new subscribers for the podcast format. And the good thing is podcast, listening to it on the different softwares or Apple or Spotify or the different services, it still provides a level of convenience that video doesn't give you yet, because videos you have to be watching it, right? And so it's not going to take away from the listenership on the podcast part, but instead it's going to supplement that audio well and provide an opportunity for you to acquire new listeners if you choose to go the video route. So here's how simple and how easy it could be to incorporate videos. Number one, go live while recording your podcast. I loved on my show to do a record with me. That way it's understood that this is behind the scenes. So don't expect like any elaborate production. It's literally just a behind the scenes. So there's going to be bloopers. There's going to be things that don't make it into the podcast. It makes it easy for me as a content creator because people aren't expecting me to go and do any heavy lifting as far as editing is concerned. It's also exciting for the consumer because they get to see how that show that they love is being created on the back end. So just simply go live while recording your show. You can also communicate and interact with your audience in real time. A great software to use to do this is StreamYard. StreamYard connects right to YouTube so that you go right onto the StreamYard software. You record your show and it streams or connects to your YouTube channel. So as YouTube comments start to come in, you see them in your broadcast studio on StreamYard and you can interact and engage with your audience there. What I also love about StreamYard is you can create a branded background. So you can have your logo, your colors, all of the things, a little icon at the bottom to let people know where to listen to your show. So you have that extra marketing right there in people's faces without having to pitch anything to them. They can see it as they're watching you record the show. You can also just create a little setup, a little podcast studio setup at home or at work, your office, studio, wherever it is that you record. You can create a nice little setup, and as you're recording your episode, just put your phone up or a camera and just let the camera record you while you're recording. And just take that, edit it, and upload it to YouTube, social media, wherever you choose to post the video. And even if you don't have a live video, you can still take the audio from your podcast, turn it into video format so that way people can find the show still, even if you didn't go live or upload a pre-recorded video. And you simply can use an online converter to change that MP3 file to an MOV file so that now it's video, even though they're just listening to it. And this is particularly helpful for like a back catalog. So if you have years worth of shows and you didn't record video back then, you can then just take those same audio episodes and upload them to YouTube and just make sure that it's SEO optimized. And you guys can check out that video that I did on how to SEO optimize your podcast. But make sure you're using all of the tips and the tools I told you in that video so that people are able to find your content. And remember, when they find your video, that then takes them to subscribe and tune in to the podcast on their phones or whatever device they listen to the show. Make sure that you like this video and subscribe so you don't miss more podcast tips.